Come on, man.
No.
All I'm saying is it might get a few laughs.
What?
You pretend like you're blowing me, right? And then you come up for air. And I'll be like, oh, shit. Hey, everybody. Steven and Chris here from StarCom Movie News and Reviews.
We're not doing that.
You don't like that, huh?
No, we're not doing that.
You don't have the mustache anyway, so it makes it less
I don't.
interesting.
All right, ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Here. Yep.
No.
No what?
Hey, everybody. It's Steven.
Just getting ready. Chris.
From StarCom Movie News and Reviews. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a non-spoiler review of the new Netflix movie Bight, as well as revisit Star Wars The Last Jedi.
In 3D.
Don't see it in 3D. See it regular.
Let's
format.
save it. Could you save it?
I hate 3D.
Could you save it for the other?
So yeah, we saw Last Jedi again today, so we're gonna revisit that, kind of see if we changed our minds on it from the last time. I think last time we reviewed it, we both scored it pretty high.
It was up there.
So
It was up
we'll
there.
get through that. We'll get to that. But first, we're gonna talk about Bight. So this stars Will Smith and Joel Edgerton, and
Edgerton was Jacoby.
yes, Edgerton was
Will Smith
Jacoby,
was obviously
the first ever orc police officer in LA.
for LA.
Yeah,
So
so
basically,
go ahead,
it's
take it away.
from
Fuck me
what
up.
I thought was it was really good actually. I mean, you go into it thinking, oh great, here's another fucking
Netflix
like
movie.
Death Note, just monstrosity
Yeah.
piece of crap. It wasn't. It was really good. It was by the director who did Training Day, End of Watch.
He makes that very well.
And it was basically, it was a lot of, you
Yeah.
could see, it was definitely his style the entire time.
Mhm.
But that wasn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed myself. I laughed a few times, you know.
Favorite part.
Favorite part would be just the banter between Jacoby and Ward. Yeah. I thought that was really funny. I thought they had a lot of really cool parts, and I thought they bonded well as characters.
Yeah, they did.
I thought they did a great job. I was excited.
Yeah,
about
I'll echo that because, like I said, this is a David Ayer movie. So when you watch this movie, you're gonna get hints of Training Day, of End of Watch. That's where you get kind of the banter. End of Watch, Training Day. So I'm thinking about one more. A little bit of Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad.
There was a little bit of Suicide Squad in there.
And that's where the magic stuff kind of took
the magic,
place. The magic,
a lot of
the elves,
the
orcs.
a lot of the makeup. I thought, and the makeup and prosthetics and stuff, it actually looked really good. I thought.
No, yeah, the orcs looked great. I thought they did a great job with this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Elves were really minimalist, like really simplistic. Obviously, they
Yeah,
had the
well, you can
pointy ears.
pick out a couple other issues in that movie.
There was a lot of political.
Yeah, there's a lot of political
I'm
undertones.
gonna say overtones. It wasn't really undertones.
No, it really wasn't. They put it right out there
overtones.
for you at the beginning credits.
We won't get political in this.
No,
but
you guys can watch it and figure it out yourselves. So yeah, I was actually pretty happy with this movie. I think out of 10, I'll give it probably about 8.3.
I was gonna go like an 8.
Yeah, 8.
Right in there.
8.3.
I think we're pretty solid.
For Netflix, like I was going into this very skeptical because I think it was our first review, wasn't it? It was Death Note, right? That was our first
The
review.
very first review we ever did was Death Note.
Note,
and that was a fucking disaster.
Yes.
That was
it was
just
horrible.
Bad. It was real bad.
Yeah, Death Note was bad.
It was bad.
But this movie definitely redeems it. You get two very good actors.
Yeah,
I like both.
really good
Will
actors.
Smith and Joel Edgerton, and they do a heck of a job.
Yeah.
And their chemistry on screen is really good. And I hope they make a sequel. They definitely left it open.
Oh,
I think.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it would be good, or even like, I think they should have opened it up into like an actual TV show, like a Netflix original show.
yeah, they could. Yeah.
I think that there's no reason why they
But
couldn't have.
it still worked very well as a movie, I thought.
Oh no, it was perfect as a movie.
Yeah. So I could have actually seen this getting a theatrical release. It was that good of a movie.
It was up
I
there.
thought.
I don't think it would have killed it in the box office, but I think it would have done okay.
But
it probably would have done better than some of the movies we've seen come out.
yeah, like Blade Runner.
God damn it, dude! If you say something about Blade Runner again, I'm gonna fucking murder you. Seriously, don't listen to him. Blade Runner was amazing.
It's a better
It was amazing. It was not better
Okay,
than
so what's your score out of 10? We don't got time for this.
8. I'm giving it a solid
You're
8
giving
out
it
of
8?
10.
Cool.
Fucking mad
So
at you.
yeah, if you guys have Netflix, check this movie out. It's definitely, you know, if you don't want to go to the theater, you want to kick back at home, turn down the lights, watch a pretty good movie.
If you're a big tabletop gamer fan, this
Yeah,
falls into
yeah.
that category.
Yeah,
this is directly out of like some shoot-offs from Palladium, Dungeons and Dragons. They've had some alternate worlds. You know, like it was really harkened back to my tabletop days. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
So check it out. You know, give it a shout out and let us know what you thought. I mean, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It was watchable, definitely.
Okay. So for those who are not going to go on, keep watching this video because we're about to get into spoiler territory when it comes to Star Wars, because we're going to revisit that. So for those of you that are going to stop this video right here because they don't want to go on and watch spoilers for Star Wars,
Yes.
thank you for watching this video. Go to our Facebook page, YouTube, like subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Like our Facebook page. We have a Facebook group on there. I put some polls on there.
Comment. Let us know what you guys think. Give us some feedback.
Yeah. And recently I put a poll up on our Facebook group, best trilogy, or you know the one of the better trilogies out there. I think right now, of course, Star Wars is leading that poll. Of course.
Why wouldn't it?
Now this originally started out me putting, okay, what's the better trilogy, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Are
you high?
Dude, they're very neck and neck. Do you not remember Lord of the Rings?
I remember Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings.
When's the last time you watched it? Lord of the Rings is an epic.
Well, you know what? And you just got the extended editions and all
yes,
that. Maybe you need to let me borrow those.
And I will.
Let me borrow
them.
That's
kind of why. That's kind of what triggered this. Is I just started watching Fellowship of the Ring, and I'm like, man, this is so good. Then Two Towers, so good. You know, Return of the King. I haven't watched it in a while, but from what I remember, it was amazing. I mean, it holds the record for Academy Awards.
No, it was amazing
you
trilogy.
Know, when it comes
there was
down,
a lot of long-winded parts.
I know, but those long-winded parts are still very good. So
kind of like Blade Runner 2049.
No,
long-winded parts that needed to be there.
We're getting off track. Go on Facebook, check out our page, check out our group. Okay, so for those of you who have not clicked off this because you don't know what the heck we're talking about, or you're like, oh, forget these guys, they're going on a tangent again. So for those of you who are still here, thank you. So one last warning.
Spoiler!
Stop that. We're going into spoiler territory. It messes up with the mics. It spikes. I can't edit it really because I don't know what I'm doing.
Spoiler.
Yes. Okay. So, like we said.
Spoiler.
Stop.
Spoiler
Warning. Okay, so Star Wars. We watched it again today.
In 3D.
In 3D.
Don't see it in 3D.
Don't see it in 3D.
Don't see it in 3D.
Stick to regular format. It was
dark. It was hard to really catch the fine detail.
If you're going to go check it out IMAX, regular format.
Yeah.
Anything like that. Don't check it out for 3D. It's just kind of a waste.
Not worth it.
But like I said, I will say my score for Last Jedi is going to go down. It's going to go down, and not much. I think I rated it as a 9.3.
I think I did a 9.5
for our review. I'm going to drop it down to like probably an 8.7. I'm going to drop it down 0.6.
Damn,
I am, and I'll tell you why. So, my original things I didn't like about Star Wars was the Canto Bight stuff. The storyline with Finn, Rose, and DJ.
AKA Stuttering Stan.
Literally, and I told him before we walked in, I'm like, hey, at least I know what part I can get up in this movie.
And go take a piss.
And guess what I did? As soon as I got to Canto Bight,
he was like, got up and left.
Bye.
Yeah.
My viewing enjoyment of that did not improve. It even just made it worse. And I'm gonna say some of the jokes. I know we saw it before again, and we've already seen it.
I think a lot of that was nostalgia, though.
Yeah.
A lot of it was like we were so antsy about seeing it. We were like, oh man, oh.
So, and don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful movie.
Oh yeah.
It is a very well made movie. It's still one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
Yes.
It's up there.
But
it's not
as good.
As good as
the first time.
Yeah, the first time you're watching it. You kind of.
I think we start catching it because some of the parts don't go with the storyline very well.
Yeah. So
I still don't like what they did with Snoke. I still think that there was no background story with Snoke at all, which really sucked because he's such a powerful character. why wouldn't you give him something?
Right. But
why was he gone so fast?
On the same token, with what I didn't like about the movie, it just enhanced why I didn't like this movie going around this time. But the good parts are great.
Yeah,
like, don't get me wrong. Even watching this for a second time, I still got goosebumps at certain parts.
Yoda.
The stuff with Yoda, the stuff with
that got me, man.
All the stuff between Rey and Kylo. I mean, this is completely their trilogy now. This is they have taken completely over, and I love Kylo Ren as a character. I've always said that.
And he's the main baddie now, so he's graduated, which is what he's supposed to do. Yeah. He's supposed to elevate above his master.
He is, and then the part with Luke looking up at the twin suns.
The binary sunset.
Yeah, that's the part that got
passing away because he started with the binary sunset,
and he ends with it.
And then he ends with the binary. It was so poetic and it was so awesome.
No one is truly ever gone.
No, of course not.
Okay, so what about you? What did you think?
I thought again it was great. Don't see it in 3D. My God, I had to squint a lot to try. I'm like, okay, so they're on the ship. Like, there's the thing. Oh, and it's gone blurry again. Oh, there's a thing coming at me. Oh, and then it was back to like, God damn, this is really shitty. Mm-hmm. Like the 3D really threw it off. Mm-hmm, it did. Don't see it in 3D. Yeah. And that sucks because it's. I think certain movies you can see in 3D if they're brighter.
I think if it had a bigger screen too. Maybe if you see this on IMAX and you're not in the very top row.
Maybe we should have sat closer.
I was actually going to almost ask you because we usually like sitting in the back row up top.
Because it gives us kind of an overview. We can kind of see everything.
Our movie theater, it's not a huge, big IMAX screen. So
it doesn't have reclining chairs either.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It sucks. Or a full bar, but whatever.
It doesn't. County and Merced get on that. So I think we would have sat closer, and I almost recommended it, but I just we're already here. So.
Hey, and we got to hang out with our father-in-law. That was fantastic. We had a good boys' day, hanging out, doing our thing. I thought that was great.
It was good.
So I mean, it was great for that.
Yeah.
The 3D, no. I feel like it dampened the mood and things. It made it harder for me to really focus on what was going on. But the great parts were great. The parts we didn't like, still there.
So
not great.
Does your score go down at all?
I'm gonna say it went from a 9.5 to like an 8.9, 8.99, somewhere in there. Because I mean, it didn't go down a lot, but it's some of the stuff was annoying.
Right.
The Leia force pulling herself back onto the ship, I was like, it
didn't bug me as much this time.
It was less buggy, but still, I still don't know what they're trying to do there. Why is she a force user? I'm glad that they hinted at it.
Skywalker blood, man.
I know. Okay, that's great, but she never did anything before.
Yes, she did.
No, she could feel, she could sense. She was force sensitive.
Yeah.
So they went this way. It was, Luke's obviously the Jedi force user. She's more force sensitive. Mm-hmm. And in this one, they really change hands on her.
Yeah, but you really don't know what happened between Return of the Jedi and now. Maybe she did.
And that's
Maybe it'll come out with a book or something. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good point. And there was a lot of little intricacies in this one that I felt like I got to see because I was paying more attention to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially like how General General Holdo, you could really see now how she was holding herself back. Because first time round, you're like, God, what a bitch. Mm-hmm. Like, what a traitor bitch. She's like trying to really screw this up. And now you're like, I can see why she was doing that now. Yeah. You can tell. And it's so cool to watch the movie again and really pick those parts up and be like, that's why. I get it now.
No, yeah, totally.
It was a deeper understanding.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, I would actually recommend seeing this movie twice. It kind of makes you appreciate the really good parts and the not so good parts.
Yeah.
But I mean, now don't get us wrong. We're crapping on it a little bit.
Right.
But it does not deserve a 52 or whatever it is at now audience score.
That was weird.
I'm sorry.
I still don't understand that.
If you hate this movie so much that I can't.
It's hard to put into words.
It's hard to put into words.
We're disturbed that it got such a low rating because it doesn't make sense. This
movie should not have a lower audience score than Attack of the Clones
and Boss Baby
and Phantom. I'm just sticking with Star Wars.
Fuck.
It should not have an audience score lower than The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. If you believe that Attack of the Clones
Was a
and
better
Phantom Menace is a
movie.
better Star Wars movie than The Last
You are
Jedi,
sadly mistaken.
hand over your Star Wars card and pick up a Star
I'm
Trek
gonna take
card.
that and I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm
Yes.
gonna hand you a tricorder and tell you to get fucked.
You are crazy if you believe that this movie is worse than Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace. And I love Phantom Menace.
And the critics
I'm a
did not
huge
agree
Darth Maul
with you
fan.
at all.
I'm a huge Darth Maul fan. I love Phantom Menace. But
It was not better.
They can't even, it's not even close. I mean, and neither is Revenge of the Sith. And I like Revenge of the Sith a lot more than the other prequels. But, I mean, still, Last Jedi's, it's not even close to Revenge of the Sith. Last Jedi is so much better. So, I don't know. I think people just get too nostalgic with the older characters. And I do too. I didn't like them getting rid of Luke in this movie, and I don't think they're getting rid of him fully. He'll be back next movie.
He's going to be a Force ghost.
But they have to move on.
Yeah.
Eventually, we were going to lose Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia.
All these people have to go away in order for the story to continue.
Yeah, they don't just live on forever.
It's another generation.
Yes.
Whereas Rey comes in, Kylo comes in, Finn comes in, Poe is the new, Han Solo.
Yeah.
They have to take these places because they have to continue that ember, that spark on.
Exactly.
And you can't keep a 90-year-old Jedi around and expect them to keep going. Like,
I think there's just too many people who held on to the expanded universe that, Luke Skywalker was this amazingly powerful Jedi that would take on 10 or 15 Sith disciples at once and be perfectly fine. He was the most powerful Force user that ever lived. Okay, those got, and I love those books. I still have those books. Every once in a while, I'll flip on my Audible and I'll listen to those books.
But that was at his time.
Yeah.
It's not his time anymore.
No, they did
His
away
time
with
has
all that.
passed.
They did away with all that. They set up a new storyline, and this is our Star Wars story moving forward for the foreseeable future. So,
as far as the canon films go.
You guys shitting on these movies is just going to ruin the experience for everybody moving forward.
I think
so.
I think the critics had it right, and I think the public.
Definitely, the critics definitely.
The public
had it right.
were too a little overly critical.
Once the critics had it right.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's a strange one because it's been so opposite for a lot of other movies. We're like, how did the critics give it such a crap review?
This was a complete different.
This was a complete swap.
Yeah, I don't get it. So that's our little rant for the night.
That's it.
So we're gonna cut this video.
Oh, and by the way, I still love the Porgs. Love the Porgs. Still love them.
I didn't mind them.
I thought
they got a little overused at the end.
I feel like they were the equivalent of the Jawas in this. Honestly, think about it.
Yeah, at least they went Jawa, not Ewok.
Somewhat annoying, and they weren't Jar Jar Binks. So I'm cool with that.
Or Ewoks.
Or he's shitting on Ewoks too. You want to
do
you want to kick a puppy in the face while we're at it?
Okay.
Let's call Odin in here. You can kick him in the face.
Let's get into the Ewoks. They're little murder bears that were completely outgunned, outmatched, out everything, and they beat the Empire.
Yeah. No, it makes sense to me.
All right. So, like we said, if you're still with us, thank you.
Thank you
so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
So please go on our Facebook page, YouTube, like, subscribe, share. Check out our new videos. I think we'll have our full spoiler review, kind of maybe over this way. We'll have a spoiler review.
We'll have it.
Subscribe right here. Subscribe right there. Push that little button. You'll subscribe to us on YouTube. And we'll have let's see, probably another video thing right here. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I'm Steven.
I'm Chris.
Stay beautiful.
Take care.